Welcome to today's deep dive. For years, generating AI art has essentially been, well, a digital slot machine.
Oh, completely.
You type a prompt, pull the lever, and if a character in the background has 6 fingers, you lose all your good work and have to re-roll. But we are looking at a new developer guide for XAI's Grok 2.0 by StoryBuddies Play, and for you listening, the mission today is to explore how we are finally stepping out of the casino.
Right. We are shifting from that chaotic prompt gambling into highly precise, deterministic visual editing.
Which is a huge claim, but the data backs it up.
It actually does. If you look at the crowdsourced chatbot arena leaderboards, Grok 2.0 currently sits at number 2 globally.
Wow, number 2.
Yeah, it's scoring 1316 for text to image and 1439 for image edit. So those numbers aren't just incremental bumps. They show a model that treats composition as a real production-grade capability.
So it's no longer just painting a flat grid of pixels.
Exactly. It's rendering distinct, editable layers.
But stepping out of the casino requires absolute control. Like, if I'm a commercial designer, I need to keep physical merchandise perfectly recognizable across totally different environments.
Yeah, you need those brand details locked in.
Right. I mean, say I have a very specific pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
I don't want to rely on luck or, spend
No.
hours compositing them in Photoshop. So how is it actually doing that?
Well, it solves that bottleneck through a mechanism called multi-reference blending. The engine doesn't just take a single text prompt anymore.
Okay, what does it take?
It can actually fuse up to 5 distinct input assets all at once.
Wait, 5. That sounds like a recipe for a muddy, overprocessed nightmare, to be honest.
You would think so, but you can feed it the product's exact geometry, a specific lighting mood, an artistic style, and the background scene, literally all simultaneously.
How does the model prioritize which asset gets visual dominance, though, without just bleeding them all together? Is it like a music producer isolating the vocal style from one track and the beat from another?
That is a perfect analogy. It separates these elements in its latent space. So the engine mathematically maps the specific geometry of your sneaker in one representation while extracting only the lighting values from your mood reference.
Oh, because it parses shape and lighting on entirely separate mathematical tracks.
Precisely. It can wrap your merchandise in a new environment's lighting without warping the actual silhouette of the shoe at all.
Okay, that changes the game. And looking at the guide, the precision extends even further with the Magic Wand feature for targeted edits.
Yes, that is huge for workflow.
Right, you can lock in the whole frame and tweak just one isolated region. Plus, it finally handles native typography. Like, it pre-calculates font weight and kerning before rendering.
Which means no more weird alien lettering on your signs.
Finally.
I know, right? And that granular control applies to the canvas itself via Smart Resize. It recomposes the frame across 9 different aspect ratios.
Oh, so if you're scaling a tall vertical banner into a panoramic landscape.
The engine natively expands the background, and it mathematically recalibrates the visual center of gravity, ensuring your focal point stays balanced within the new dimensions.
Well, when you drop your failure rate from 90% to basically 0 with those tools, you aren't just saving time, you're changing the entire financial model of a commercial studio.
Absolutely. The guide highlights this staggering case study. By combining multi-reference blending and Smart Resize, e-commerce studios are cutting their photography costs by 80%.
80%, that is incredible.
It is. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's the programmatic access that really scales those savings.
Through the API, I mean.
Yeah, through the XAI SDK or platforms like OpenRouter. Developers can integrate this into their own software for just 4 cents an image.
Only 4 cents.
Yeah. At that cost, you can automate massive, complex workflows. You're programmatically generating consistent character sheets, props, environments for entire video pipelines, and it's all just running quietly under the hood.
So for you listening, the big takeaway here is that the era of unpredictable AI generations is fading fast. We now have reliable visual engines ready for full integration into commercial pipelines.
Which leads to a really fascinating scenario outlined in the guide's chapter on agentic integration. We're starting to wire this image engine into autonomous AI frameworks.
What does that look like in practice?
Imagine vision LLMs, language models that can actually see and analyze images, inspecting their own generated output.
So they can see the mistakes.
Right, and then instantly creating their own magic wand masks to fix errors and automatically reprompting themselves in a self-verifying loop.
So they wouldn't need us at all.
We are rapidly approaching a future where AI operates as a fully autonomous art director, requiring 0 human intervention.
That is a wild thought to leave you with. It turns out the AI isn't just pulling the slot machine lever for us anymore, it's starting to design the whole casino.